Okay, today is Saturday 13th of June 2026, 11 a.m, temperature 28 degrees centigrade, which is about 82 Fahrenheit. There's a few showers around, so it's not been so hot for the last few days. So this year I've decided once again to see if I can set up my pond as a MEDAKA pond. I tried to do this twice before by starting off with about 50 MEDAKA in the pond with the intention of putting more fish in over a period of time. But on each occasion, dragonfly larvae in the pond ate all the MEDAKA. I think dragonfly tend to lie in wait in hiding places to grab a fish as it swims by. So this time I removed most of the potential hiding places, as many as I can really, and clearing out all the plants in the pond, except for maybe a couple of water lilies down there, which maybe won't provide, hopefully, anywhere for the dragonfly larvae to lie in wait. And I think it's 5 goldfish in the pond. They're over there somewhere. They're about 100 millimeters, 4 inches. So they won't eat MEDAKA. The males aren't big enough, I don't think. But I'm hardly feeding them. So I'm hopeful they will be hungry enough to search out any small dragonfly larvae that might have hatched out. And hopefully they will eat any dragonfly eggs deposited through the netting into the water by dragonfly females. So I only feed them about every 3 days. They're not really any plants they can eat, some algae they can eat. So hopefully they're going to be scavenging around trying to find small dragonfly larvae. Now, no guarantees this will work, but I'm trying to breed a lot of MEDAKA this breeding season, so that when they're big enough I can transfer a lot of fish into the pond. Now, as I say, when they're big enough, because I want them to be large enough and strong enough so they can swim away fast enough if they're attacked by the dragonfly larvae. So that's the theory. I say whether it will work or not, I don't know. So in these tubs I have large numbers of fry that hopefully I can manage to grow out to populate the pond. Now these 4 tubs here have been gradually transferring out the larger fry to allow enough room for the smaller fry to grow in the tubs, and transfer the large ones to grow out tubs over the last few weeks. And I think now I've probably transferred enough out, and I'll leave the remaining fry in here. They've got enough room to grow large enough and strong enough for when I can transfer them into the pond. There might be 1 or 2 large ones in here I might transfer out next week maybe. However, these 4 tubs are now becoming too crowded, and I need to start sorting the fry to move the larger fry to other dry out tubs. Now, something I've noticed here, one of the fry has got a very bent spine. In my last video I mentioned I don't mollycoddle the fry because I want only the strongest to survive, but this one here with a very bent spine is surviving. It's surviving very well. I mean, it must be one very tough fish. Where's he gone now? There he is. Must be one very tough fish. He competes for food fine, he's growing as much as the others, and he's swimming around. not being bullied. Now I doubt that it can breed, so I'll let it continue, to stay in the tub. I'm happy to keep it, and hopefully it'll thrive, continue to thrive in the way that it is now. Now, probably the very small fry can be damaged if you're trying to net them. I mean, normally I might use a net like that. But it's difficult to avoid netting them when you're trying to catch a larger fry in a tub as crowded as this. So usually I try and catch them with a ladle like that. And sometimes the ladle will catch the larger fry and smaller ones. So instead of trying to separate them, I put them all in there, and then it's a lot easier just to try and catch the larger fry and then carefully tip the smaller fry back into the tub. So let me see what I can do. There's a reasonably large one. Where's that one gone? Definitely a very large one there. There's another one. Put it in there. Let's catch one more if I can. This water's turned very green, getting too much sun. There's a large one. I'm moving too fast, which scares them. Anyway, I'll carry on catching them for the moment and then start the video again later. So, don't see any difference, but these are the tubs after I've removed some of the larger fry. Maybe in this one I might remove a few more. I think this one, probably that can be a grow-out tub for that number of fry. This one maybe need to remove a few more. In fact, in this one I didn't remove any. They're all about the same size, and I can let them grow out to be a bit bigger before maybe I remove a few of them. This one I removed the larger ones. Again, might still be a bit overcrowded. These fry are still very small, so I can let them continue to grow on here and move some later. So these are some of the larger ones I've removed. Some in there already. Quite a big plastic tub. I'll let these out soon when they've acclimated to the water quality. And we've got this big tub here. Here's some of the larger fry I been removing over the past couple of weeks or so, and they're growing out very well. And they seem to be thriving okay in there. Anyway, that's the theory. Put the larger fry in these grow out tubs until they get large enough and strong enough, hopefully to escape any predators when I put them in the pond. And that's the theory. It'll take several more weeks to go through the process, and I'll have to see how it goes and whether, in fact, yet again, the dragonfly larvae will win and eat sort of 90% of the MEDAKA I transfer to the pond, probably sometime in July. Okay,